I really want to say that Cote d'Ivoire is going to want to push that game into penalties, but I'm looking at the way in which Nigeria plays. So Nigeria will want to score first and probably then get a second goal and then close shop. But the way in which Cote d'Ivoire has really, they've had this fighting spirit and they're able to come from behind. I really want to say Cote d'Ivoire is going to win this one. I know that they're rising from the ashes. They literally are phoenixes, but this is the year that they win it. Let's not forget, and I said this in the show, 2015, they beat DRC 3-1 in the semi-finals. They beat DRC in the semi-finals yet again. I don't know. I really want to say that Cote d'Ivoire is going to want to push that game into penalties, but I'm looking at the way in which Nigeria plays. So Nigeria will want to score first and probably then get a second goal and then close shop. But the way in which Cote d'Ivoire has really, they've had this fighting spirit and they're able to come from behind. I really want to say Cote d'Ivoire is going to win this one. I know that they're rising from the ashes. They literally are phoenixes, but this is the year that they win it. Let's not forget, and I said this in the show, 2015, they beat DRC 3-1 in the semi-finals. They beat DRC in the semi-finals yet again. I don't know. I really want to say that Cote d'Ivoire is going to want to push that game into penalties, but I'm looking at the way in which Nigeria plays. So Nigeria will want to score first and probably then get a second goal and then close shop. But the way in which Cote d'Ivoire has really, they've had this fighting spirit and they're able to come from behind. I really want to say Cote d'Ivoire is going to win this one. I know that they're rising from the ashes. They literally are phoenixes, but this is the year that they win it. Let's not forget, and I said this in the show, 2015, they beat DRC 3-1 in the semi-finals. They beat DRC in the semi-finals yet again. I don't know. I really want to say that Cote d'Ivoire is going to want to push that game into penalties, but I'm looking at the way in which Nigeria plays. So Nigeria will want to score first and probably then get a second goal and then close shop. But the way in which Cote d'Ivoire has really, they've had this fighting spirit and they're able to come from behind. I really want to say
Welcome back, beautiful people. We're still watching this captivating final. We've made a quick substitution. Mr. Chris Bongo, I think, has boarded his private jet to go to Abidjan to watch this game live. We have Lufuno still here with us, and we have the legendary Jeff Katala here. Mr. Jeff, what are you seeing so far in this game?
Well, it is a nice feature actually to see that the stadium in Abidjan is full to the capacity, full to the rafters, and it is a very good achievement on this particular Afcon, which Cote d'Ivoire is hosting for the second time after the 1984. And remember that it was against Nigeria that Cameroon won in Abidjan in 1984. That was the first title for Cameroon. And now it is the first time that Cote d'Ivoire is reaching the final on their home soil, and it augurs well. It's a very good omen to see that African football has reached this phase, and I see tensions flying over in this particular game as well. Yes,
I see there's a yellow card there for the Nigerian coach. Quite interesting. It's looking like Ivory Coast has been in the ascendancy since the match started. Lufuno, is it evenly balanced? What are you seeing?
I think Nigerians is coming back to the game again. You can see they also now already settled in nicely to the game. Ivory Coast had their own share of dominance, but you can see, for me, is the organization of how Nigeria is actually organized at the back. Yes, Ivory Coast can have the ball, but they're not having the opportunity to go behind that defense. I mean, you look at about 5 when they don't have the ball. So that's what you see. So it looks like there's something they've learned from Bafana Bafana. 5 organized, make it difficult for Ivory Coast to break the last defense, and they can have the ball, but when Nigeria got the ball, they're actually going quicker and using a little bit of pace to go.
The Super Eagles, I like the setup.
Yeah.
When they don't have the ball, they are 5 at the back.
Yeah.
When they have the ball, they are 3.
Yeah.
And they are quick because we're quick in the middle field. But Ayobi should play his role to release the strikers. Osimhen doesn't have the ball.
Isn't he helping the defense?
Come back and get the ball and run forward.
And you basically, that means that he's getting overworked.
Yeah.
He's getting overworked and he's gonna get tired.
Yeah, but age still with him, he can run the whole night.
and look at that stadium, guys. It is all orange. It seems like the only thing green is the Super Eagles jersey and
but you have to
the grass.
You have to understand, it's the very first time that Cote d'Ivoire is playing in the final during an
a long time
that they have hosted. So the president of the state is there, and the president of Nigeria is also there. But they want Ivory Coast to win actually for the 3rd time after 1992 and 2015.
Yes,
I think they do believe as well that they stand a chance from what happened, in the group stages where they only had 3 points and a negative 3 goals, and then they managed to come back into this tournament. I think that's the belief. I don't know what is the referee's judging there. It looks like he's pointing a penalty there. What's happening there? Let's see.
What's happening?
Nothing happened there. Nothing to write home about. So I don't know why is he. I think now the tensions are actually getting higher and higher in this game.
Yes.
It's a final. You can see it's a final. So
it's a cooling break.
It is a cooling break, but I will say that Cote d'Ivoire has failed. The Pachyderms have failed actually to materialize what they wanted, because they wanted to score before 30 minutes, before half an hour. They want to score so they can cool down and try to control the game. But it's not happening. As long as Ayobi is not performing, KC2 is not really performing. So that's why you can see that the Elephants are proceeding from the flanks a lot, and they don't go through the middle of the park. And you can see that Hala doesn't get provided as well.
Well, which basically means he's null and void. As long as if they don't go wide, which I think Nigeria is dealing very well with that, as I said. Immediately when Ivory Coast have the ball, you will see they get organized, meaning that they have extra guys on the wings to block the supply to Hala. So that means that then Ivory Coast needs to change the way they are playing or the way they are approaching this game. They have to go direct, which is not their game plan, because they got Hala on the front.
Yes, but then when they're going the direct, they're going with Sekou Fofana.
Yeah, exactly.
And most of the time, he goes nowhere.
He's just running and block people. And 100% I agree with you.
But why Ahmed Musa is not playing? You know that he's actually the veteran who won in 2013 in South Africa. They should put him there, because on the Ivory Coast we have the Sejourier and Max Gradel, who won it in...
where's Junior when you need him? He's the one that spots the pretty ladies in the stands, Yes, the ladies from Cape Verde.
They were spotted by who?
By Junior, So unfortunately, the ladies from Cape Verde are not present today, so we couldn't get Junior to come through. But
it is a very electric atmosphere when you go to a stadium like this, and
we've seen dignitaries like Arsene Wenger, and so many dignitaries are in there.
Yeah, because they know that African football is getting momentum, because most of the guys here are playing the trade overseas, and most of them now have gone to Saudi Arabia to get more money. Yes, but now
Casey plays in Saudi Arabia at the moment.
Yes, he left Barcelona to go over there. That's the trend right now. But I like the way the Super Eagles stick to the rules of the game plan.
Yes.
No, it's a very tactical game, to be honest. And I mean, you can see even when wow, that's a
Wow,
space.
Wow.
There's a
Wow. Boo.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
One of the
That-
goalkeepers of the
goalkeeping, huh?
tournament.
Goalkeeping, huh? That's a save. That's a very good save, right?
Yeah, but look at the pass.
For the first time, Nigeria were opened, and then that happened. Because there was
Yes,
no cover
yeah.
on the right-hand side. The guy was just free. It's a good save.
Well done, goalkeeper.
You really
a goalkeeper
put,
should stay
Yeah.
by his near post.
Hey, this man will die, eh?
You see, that's why I said that we need to get equipment ready.
To bring back people
Yeah,
from life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what Hala is, a very
Yeah.
So
lethal.
So basically, explain
That's
what
legendary,
happened
right?
there. It seems like the Super Eagles seem to struggle from through balls,
No.
right? Through balls, a lot of through balls going through the defense.
So
It
what happened
works.
there, if you look at it, the defense of Nigeria was shifted quickly. But what Ivory Coast did was to change the flank quicker. So they were quick to exploit the space that was left behind by Nigerian defense. And that's why
Okay.
you find that situation. So if you hold the ball a little bit too much, then you are allowing Nigeria to regroup, which they're doing very well. But there, it was a 1-2 passes and then bang, they went behind the defense. And hence they created that opportunity.
Incredible. We are at the approaching the 35th minute of the first half. The game is still 0-0 between these two West African powerhouses. And for you, Papa Jeff, do you feel like Cote d'Ivoire could actually get a goal in this first half?
Yes, well, for them to cool down, they have to score because they have the pressure of the whole nation on their back, so they want to score this first goal. To
An
get
early goal.
You see that
release.
ball what I was talking about. Look at
Yeah,
this.
that
Well
was
released.
beautiful.
You
that
see.
was beautiful. But it was quite hard, that pass, because
Yes.
if it was really
He's
was
gonna
soft,
die. He's gonna die.
Oh,
Drogba's
that's
gonna die.
Didier Drogba.
He's gonna die. Yeah? Did you see what
That's-
happened? He thinks he's still playing. Eh? He was playing. Eh?
Yes,
So,
and it's
yeah.
incredible. It's very hard to beat the Nigerian goalkeeper at the moment when he's built like the actual team boss that brought him there, you know?
yeah, he gets cover from his back. Well, three
Back.
actually. The
Back five.
Today.
When Cote d'Ivoire is
He's got the
attacking.
ball.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but you see, there were not five at the back when that through ball was taken by the Ivorian winger. But it was so quick. But if it was soft, he would have taken it at once, not waiting to make that control.
So for you, Lufono, like,
There's an opportunity for
oh,
Nigeria.
there's an opportunity.
It
Oh,
was slow. You're not supposed to take that other touch.
The first
Yeah.
touch was
the
Yeah.
first touch was too heavy.
So for
And
me,
it
so far,
seems like
Nigeria
Zaidu-
hasn't forced the Ivory Coast goalkeeper to make a save at about 35 minutes.
But that was Alex Iwobi that gave that pass.
Yeah.
But
That's
he
why I
has to
said
do
he
that
needs to
most of the
play.
time.
He needs to do it more often.
More.
So that Nigeria can have such kind of
Yeah.
opportunities. He is playing as a 10. He needs to make sure that he looks both sides to spread those passes as quick as possible to explode the Ivorian defense.
And
There's a goal.
Oh!
No! It's a captain.
Captain Akon.
It is.
So we have the first goal
Yeah.
of the final, and
Yeah.
this is scored by the captain Ekong, and wow, it seems like the game is about to open up.
No,
now.
so I was saying
Was
Nigeria was sticking to the rule of the game plan.
Yeah.
So they knew what they were doing, actually. Yeah.
but this goal is scored against the run of play.
So,
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say
I
that?
wouldn't say that.
So remember the other thing that happens is that when you're playing such kind of teams, and I just said that Nigeria hasn't made any shot at target. First attempt, it's a goal. From where? From the set piece. So you don't have to win such kind of games on open play. You need to be smart enough to also use your own strength. When you have set pieces and you make sure that you utilize it, you can see how strong the captain is on the air.
Yeah, but
and Osimhen as well.
he was on the move while Sergio Aurier was just standing.
Exactly.
So he was beaten. because the guy knew he was coming. He knew what to do exactly. So this is what they're supposed to do. Actually, it was the first time that Alex Eyobi tried to do something.
Tried to penetrate, and it's actually very interesting that Ekong.
That is the third goal of the tournament for the captain, right?
Yes.
So and he scored the first one against Ivory Coast.
Against Ivory Coast, he's come back to haunt them again.
Haunting them again.
Yes.
I think he had also a very super tournament from defense to have 3 goals. I think he has played very well. He has been a pillar of the defense in a
pillar of strength, yes,
and very organized gentleman. He has done well.
He is a true tower now. Yeah. He's not yet. He's met in Afcon, so he's been there. He knows what it takes to be in an Afcon and to be also a captain. He has to lead the troops, Nigerian troops, on the field, which he does very, very, very well. Yeah, I really don't prefer that Nigeria should proceed by long balls the way they're doing right now, because they will allow Ivory Coast to get the ball from the back and try to build the game.
So if you were the coach of Ivory Coast right now, what should be the game plan for the rest of the first half?
I have to. The KC should have more responsibilities in holding the play. So most of the time they go through Max Gradel or they go through Adingra. And when Fofana is having the ball, he doesn't look left or right. He just carrying on straight.
Yes. That's the problem.
He has to play with the play that I run.
He always wants to run all the time.
Casey looks more interested in auditioning for an Hollywood role at the moment, and is finding himself on the floor. Often is not really strong in the tackles so far in the game. I think
for me, the last 5 minutes for Ivory Coast.
Look at the president.
The Ivorian president.
Yes, Alassane Ouattara.
And that's the first lady?
That's the first lady.
Yeah.
From Ivory Coast too?
Yeah.
No, she's French.
She's French.
Okay. I think what Ivory Coast needs to make sure that they do now is to avoid conceding another goal.
Yeah.
That is very important. So they need to really be cool. Very relaxed. This game is not over yet. There's a long way to go, but they must make sure that they don't go to the break 2-0 down, because that will be very difficult for them to come back. So they have to really play smart. And for Nigeria, is 2 things. Again, try and maintain that they don't concede, or alternatively try and push for the second goal.
It's usually very dangerous to concede a goal right before the stroke of halftime.
100%. So that's why I'm saying they have to stick to the basics,
to the game plan,
and make sure that they go to the halftime leading, because
we see Ivory Coast is going to try to, Cote d'Ivoire is going to try to put in another cross. Seems like Nigeria is trying to counter-attack. That's what they're doing.
No, Nigeria is now managing the time, because
they must manage the game.
The clock is ticking, so they don't want to concede. They want to keep the ball and only release the player when opportunity arises.
Oh, that's a foul.
They must just manage the game. I mean, there's no need for them to allow the blood to go into their head and want to run, and they must relax. Keep the ball. Make sure that they really stay as it is. Stick to the basics and get it into the second round, and then from there they can play again.
But I would say that the Cote d'Ivoire has been, now they're losing, they're beaten at their own game.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know how to control. When they lose the ball, they are not quick actually to organize the back.
Yeah. So beautiful people watching right now, give us your predictions. Get in the comment section. Tell us who you think is going to win this game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. What do you see so far? Engage with us.
Fantastic header.
Incredible header there.
Yeah, you're right, because he came already with the momentum.
With the momentum,
there's no way
he had more power. He was Serge Aurier was just standing.
He couldn't do anything. He went actually over him.
Yeah,
with the ball. No, that was a good header. He was actually anticipating that the ball would land there and really.
So the Ivorians they're trying to use the wings and get the ball to
That's
Hala.
the only way.
But-
That's the only way they can play, because if you have Hala there and then you don't utilize his strength, then it's a waste.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
I knew he was going to judge it. I knew he was going to judge it. You know?
It seems like the Nigerians are trying to go long because they know Victor Osimhen is good with pressing the ball, is good with putting defenders under pressure.
Yeah, but they do alternate the game plan most of the time. When they see an opportunity to go with long balls, they do that. When there is an opportunity actually to try to do this tiki-taka, they can still do it. But when it comes to Cote d'Ivoire, Casey is not doing his job. It is now Fofana, who is a striker, who tried to organize the middle of the park, and he runs a lot. But there are no people coming around him to support his moves.
Nice. It seems like Frank Casey heard what you said.
Yeah, but,
and it's starting to get into the game slowly.
He hasn't been impressive since the beginning of this tournament. So
do you put that down to the humility?
No, he's Ivorian. Humility.
He plays in Europe.
He
plays in Europe, Papa.
Someone who plays in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia! I forgot that.
It is hotter than in Cote d'Ivoire.
I agree. Oh,
so
this is
able to settle in very well.
This is
Is it Victor?
A source of concern for the Super Eagles. Because Victor Osimhen.
What happened?
Oh, we seem to have pulled a muscle there.
Nah, it's just. No, I think the guy kicked him.
Tell me, Victor Osimhen, is he 100 million worth of talent for you?
It depends. But for me, he hasn't delivered a lot. It's not just being he has won the culture, which is the Serie A in Italy, that he is now worth that kind of amount. But so sometimes it depends on the marketing, on his agent, how he negotiates the deals. But for me, he still has a lot to prove. For me, but he has a progress margin. I give him the benefit of the doubt anyway.
So the Ivorians, generally they've shown that miracles do happen in football because
don't write Ivorian out.
Yeah,
definitely.
They've been in this situation before. Against
Mali.
Against Mali. So they've been here before. They've got the result from 1-0 down. They are a very hard running team. They've got the supporters behind them. So it's going to be a very difficult 1-0. It's really a very dangerous score.
It's a very slim scoreline. Even 2-0 at this level is very slim.
As I've been saying, because Victor Osimhen himself, he does the job 60% on the field for Nigeria. Look how he holds Keseru and Sejourier. So Jorge, most of the time, he will go up and try to make these crosses, but he cannot. He's there to have a watchful eye on Victor Osimhen.
You can't ignore him. You have to always put an eye on him.
Yes. So I'm seeing that the Super Eagles, their approach to this game is similar to that of a boxer. They're just trying to see where they could hit a heavy blow with Cote d'Ivoire.
Style,
because they're against the ropes right now. Yes.
But again, remember this game is played in Ivory Coast, meaning that what Nigeria has to do to say, Ivory Coast, you want to win, come and beat us.
Yeah.
So meaning that when Ivory Coast has to risk it more compared to what Nigeria has to do. That's why you find the system today of Nigeria has changed. They're playing with the 5 at the back because they knew that they will be forced back by this Ivory Coast team. But then they have players that are quick enough to can hit Ivory Coast on counter-attack. And We saw the goal. It came from set piece. It did not come from open
Yeah.
play. That's how you win games these days. You don't have to win games on open play. You
But,
utilize your strength as well.
And that ball probably is going in.
I would like to see also Pizarro, the Nigerian coach, to change the tactics of in the second half, because Chikwueze is not playing.
He's not here.
He's there, but he's not.
I'm just saying he's not here. You don't see him.
Yeah, he has to feel at ease. Wow. Wow.
No, this game is getting out of hand. Right?
So who would you bring in at this point in time on both sides, on the Ivorian side? Oh, we have a few tweets here, and this is coming from Chase Athletics, who says Saudi League watching Ekong, and he says Eagles are classic 1-0 merchants. He also says with age,
that can be a red card because he knew what he was doing, and he used an elbow. That if it's reviewed, I can tell you now, 45 minutes, it can be a game changer. Because really, if they call him to come and check on the VAR, that can be most definitely a red card.
Okay, so someone was answering, our question about if Victor Osimhen is worth 100 million, and Chase Athletics says with age he's worth 100 million, but he needs to watch Giroud and other target forwards. Won't be able to run as he gets older. That's a shot taken in anger from Seko Fofana from distance.
But he has to know that he has tried that from the beginning of the tournament.
So exactly.
So why trying the same tactics?
So if you look at it closely,
you can vary your game.
Yeah. No, the teams have seen it. They just make sure that he stays there and they block his way. And what he'll do, instead of looking at the players that are open, he will always constantly shoot and hoping that something happens.
So it is 1-0 to the Super Eagles of
Stanley with those long range. It's very slim.
Yes.
Stanley is a very good goalkeeper.
Gentlemen, it is 1-0 at the break between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Elephants of Coted'Ivoire. The Super Eagles there in a huddle and Cote d'Ivoire walking down the tunnel. What have you guys seen in the first half so far? And what changes should the coach be making at the break?
I would say that it's one of the beautiful funnels, but I can see that the teams are very tactical, especially Nigeria. They stick to the game plan. They know how to counter attack when the occasion rises, and this is what is very important in modern game now if you want to win title. But also I do understand that the Ivorians, because they're playing in front of the own crowd and they wanted to impress, they want to score this first goal to get the mind of the Ivorian at ease. Look how Didier Drogba want to collapse. So it comes to whip the territory.
Yes, and for you, Lufuno, what have you seen?
Very, very tactical final. That's what you will expect in the final. Big teams together, when they combine, you would not see a really open final where you'll have 4-4, 5-5 goal score. It's a very typical organized final. For me, honestly, I don't think the coaches really have a lot in terms of changing personnel, but they can tweak their tactical approach in this game. Either now, obviously, Ivory Coast needs to go and chase the game. They are behind. Nigeria are comfortable. They really wanted to have a goal. They got a goal. So basically means that Ivory Coast needs to change their tactics. Changing their tactics meaning that they might opt to go with 3 at the back, trying to push more bodies in the front, which is even dangerous with that attack of Nigeria, where you have Lokman, you have Chikwueze, you have Osimhen. They are very quick. They are very talented and skillful. Yes. So let's see what the Ivory Coast coach do in the second half. Not forgetting that they've been in this position before against Mali. They've been in this position before against a very organized Mali and a very dangerous Senegal. And then they actually won both games.
And what do you think their approach will be in the second half? Would they come out of the tunnel, guns blazing?
They will come out firing from all cylinders. Yeah. But it is very lethal because Nigeria will be waiting for them. Now they've got one goal cushion. They will be waiting for them.
Yes.
And if there is an opportunity, the counter-attack will be deadly.
Absolutely.
So who do you bring off the bench for Cote d'Ivoire to get them a goal?
Cote d'Ivoire, they still have Pepe.
Oh, Nicolas Pepe.
Yes,
Who changed the game?
Who changed the
game against Mali?
Against Mali.
He changed the game completely when he came in.
Yeah.
Even against Senegal, he changed the game.
So
and I've always felt like it works for the Ivorians when they have Casey and Pepe on the bench.
Yeah.
When they bring them on.
Casey starting the game.
That's right.
They should have kept him.
Because it worked against Senegal.
Against Senegal, they came in the second half. So they were on the bench. They started the game on the bench, and in the second half they came in and they came with a difference. They made a huge difference when the Wizards they took the place.
So having experience like Gradel.
Now Gradel, is probably his song. He's at the end of his career. He's there just to coach the youngsters. Yes, we need some kind of experience with the youth, but I don't see that experience is paying now. Gradel and Serge, they won it already in 2015. So I understand that they play a certain role, a father role, actually, to coach these youngsters. But it is time sometimes.
You see, and he made a point that he felt Ahmed Musa was part of the 2013 Nations Cup winning side for the Super Eagles.
He was 20 years
he should be part of this final. Personally, I'm feeling like he should just lead the prayers for the team. But for you, what do you think? How much do you think experience counts in this final? Should we have the older players, or is it just a running game for the younger players too?
For me, experience is very important because you can't buy it.
But do you bring the experience on later on in the game?
Where are you using this experience? Are you using it on the field or are you using it on the bench? There's two things that you can do. Experience can be used on the bench and can also be used, to calm down the team and you saw Musa was standing before Nigeria scored the goal. He was standing, giving instructions because there are players.
Omero too is there.
There are players that are looking after him, that respect him. That really take his instruction very seriously. He has been there, he's done it.
Because they know that he's been there and done it.
He's done it. So not always that experience can be on the field. It can be experience. Can Musa play 90 minutes? No. But you can maybe, if you want to manage the game, play him for the next 20 minutes. By the way, we were in the same situation where Ghana had to play one of the Ayew boys a day. They put him, and then they were 2-0 up. And then what happened after that? Then the game was drawn, and then the blame was squarely on him. So you have to manage that very wisely. So Musa can still give instruction. If Nigeria wins, Musa will get a second medal. He was there.
He was there.
That's the bottom line. He won it twice. So it does not matter if he has actually played 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So for me, for now, I don't think there's anything that Nigeria has to do besides stick to the plan. The first thing that Ivory Coast did in the first 15-20 minutes was attacking Nigeria. They managed the game, and then they got one opportunity and then they punished them. If you look at the stats, Nigeria only had one shot on target, and that was a goal. So this is a very tactical final. You have to win it that way. You don't have to play pretty football to win the trophy. So you need to be very tactical and stick to the plan and make sure that you execute it. Because, as I said, Ivory Coast got supporters behind them, and they are fired up for this.
Okay, well, that was Coach Lufuno. I wonder when he would get his coaching badges and actually save his favorite teams in football. On that note, we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be back with the second half. It's going to be a fiery 45 minutes. I can guarantee you action from the start of that second half to the end of the second half. We're going to know who the champions of Africa is going to be. Is it going to be the Elephants of Coted'Ivoire, or is it going to be the Super Eagles of Nigeria? It remains to be seen. Stay tuned.
Cote d'Ivoire is going to win this one. I know that they're rising from the ashes. They literally are phoenixes, but this is the year that they win it. Let's not forget, and I said this in the show, 2015, they beat DRC 3-1 in the semi-finals. They beat DRC in the semi-finals yet again. I don't know. I really want to say that Cote d'Ivoire is going to want to push that game into penalties, but I'm looking at the way in which Nigeria plays. So Nigeria will want to score first, and probably then get a second goal and then close shop. But the way in which Cote d'Ivoire they've had this fighting spirit and they're able to come from behind. I really want to say Cote d'Ivoire is going to win this one. I know that they're rising from the ashes. They literally are phoenixes, but this is the year that they win it. Let's not forget, and I said this in the show, 2015, they beat DRC 3-1 in the semi-finals. They beat DRC in the semi-finals yet again. I don't know.
CDD. Welcome back. We're in the second half, the biggest 45 minutes of Afcon 2023. We're about to see it right now, guys. The second half has started. What are you seeing so far?
Well, they start with, wow, that's a goal.
That's a goal! Whoa!
Wow. Wow. Well, they're starting pushing. Actually, they want to come back to come back on the same level, equalizing, and then try to push, actually to press Nigerian defense. But they're coping very well, the Super Eagles. Yeah.
That was a good save, right? From the defender there.
But he was in the rush. If he could have given it to Sejourier. He was well placed actually to control that because he was standing alone in the box.
I think exactly what we predicted, that the first 15-20 minutes will be very difficult because what Ivory Coast will do will really attack, because there's nothing else they need to do now besides that they have to attack and go for the goal. They have to get the goal. They have to now play more positive football than anything else. They have to try by all means and to overwork the Nigerians' defense. But at the same time, this can be a very good opportunity for Nigeria to head them on a counter-attack and score a second goal.
So at the break, we haven't seen any changes yet?
No, you cannot change. It is very tactical. You cannot hurry up to go and start replacing players now. You have to observe and see how the first 15 minutes will evolve, so then you can start changing where it needs to be.
Yes.
And I think they actually looking at using this the left side, the right-hand side of Nigeria to attack Nigeria, because you can see every time when they got the ball, they actually move towards that side all the time to make sure that even that ball that came back, the cross, was basically used on the right-hand side.
Yes, because the speed of Adingwa, they want to use that at the full benefit actually. So then Fofana or Hala, especially Hala, can get a supply line, because the supplying lines of Cote d'Ivoire are working. Sometimes all the Nigerians, when they have the foot at the back, actually they are 5. So suppressing all initiatives taken by the Ivorians to counter-attack.
Interestingly, Cote d'Ivoire haven't beaten Nigeria since the 2008 group stages when they won 1-0.
Oh, penalty. It is. That is a penalty. VAR is going to call it. It is a penalty.
It is a penalty because the president is
in the stadium, a penalty.
Even if it's light. Even if it's light.
That is a penalty.
So it looks like a penalty. Shout, and we're waiting for VAR.
He's going to
look at it.
It is a penalty. He touched him. Because if you look at it, Gradel really smoked that guy, and then he touched him. Once you make a contact inside the 18-yard box, it is a penalty.
So you could see the goalkeeper of Nigeria there screaming at Gradel that you know you're not going to get that role in a Nollywood movie.
Long as if it is a
get
touch. Up. Look at that. Look at that. It's looking for it. There's
nothing. Get a yellow card.
Yeah, nice looking for it.
Oh,
nobody touched him there.
But it was worth trying. It was worth trying.
Oh yes, you have to try.
You know.
Because it's a host, they can get a host decision.
Yes.
It can happen.
You know, and I feel like a player like Shevchenko, he's perfect with making penalties for himself. Did you watch the 2006?
What about Didier Drogba himself?
Didier Drogba.
He
was a master for this.
But I think both players wouldn't.
We call it right. He's getting a yellow card. I think Stanley also needs to hold himself.
Who's getting the yellow card?
I think Stanley will get a yellow card for what he did. I think there we go. Yeah, he booked him.
Why booking the goalkeeper?
Because when the player was down, I think Stanley, there's something for decent. Basically, there's something that he said.
But this is not Conan. This is Sergio.
He must calm down. He must do his job quietly, and
Yeah, but it is expected. This is why I say that sometimes the experience does this. You know, he has been there. He knows how to provoke penalties.
No, he's fighting.
But Sergio, he's the one who starts.
It's provoking him.
Oh wow, it will be interesting to see a wrestling match between the two, though. Well, Sergio Aurier,
sometimes a final like this is not only played on the pitch. You have also the mindset.
The mindset, it's very important.
Very important as well.
And the Nigerian goalkeeper seems to be losing his head a little bit, losing his cool.
We got Gianni Infantino.
Yes, Gianni Infantino.
Arsene Wenger, the Secretary General of CAF, Verno Mosengo. So the establishment of world football is there. But I don't see the president of UEFA.
Well, it's not obliged to be here.
But as a solidarity.
Was he invited?
Probably
I think he will have to
probably was. Could
make it. Send his representative.
He's probably. You never know. But I mean.
And the Ivorians.
You say this is where.
What I was telling you. You see what happened.
Man.
Oh,
Victor.
You see how hard he works. You see how hard he works. Look at how hard he works. You can't say this is a top man, a current African Footballer of the Year, but he really works hard.
He works hard.
He works hard for the team.
For the team.
That is very important. So you don't have to look at him in terms of goals, but look at his contribution for the team that he really made.
And Nigeria have goals on the bench.
And he ties the defenders as well.
100%. Then gives an opportunity when you have fresh players. When they come through, they can be able to really cause a lot of damage to the defense that is already tired.
So for him,
Simon Moses.
There's the first sub.
The introduction of Simon Moses.
It was expected anyway.
And
so who are they taking out?
Baby Chukwueze.
Yeah, he's not been in the game, eh?
No, oh yeah.
Nah,
Yes,
100%.
Samuel
He has not been in the
Chukwueze.
game at all, eh?
Samuel
He has not
Chukwueze
been in
is
the game
going
at all,
off.
at all.
And
I don't even
yeah.
remember seeing him touching the ball at all, eh?
yes, Moses Simon has been introduced to the game.
So they're injecting more speed, more pace.
Yeah.
And they know that Ivory Coast as well is opening a lot of gaps. So they want to exploit that with Moses coming in. You see what when they get the ball, they go wide. All they do, they want... this can be dangerous. These handballs and all that with VAR.
Moses.
You see.
So,
Look at that. Look at that. He was looking for a penalty. Whoa. But the hand is...
No, it's not a penalty.
The hand is sitting on a natural position.
No. Yes, the ball.
Yes.
You put his arm there,
Yeah.
but the ball hit his chest before.
Exactly, even that as well. And the hand is not stretched. He's not extending his body with the hand or anything
No,
like that.
no.
That cannot never be a penalty.
That's not a penalty. And I saw some comments saying that Ivory Coast is doing well. They don't do well. Hala is not playing. For me, Hala is not playing. It is 10 players on the field for the host, and they have to change the game plan. It's not a foul, coach.
They have to change the tactics. They have to come up with another plan without playing with Hala.
Yes.
Alternatively, add another player that will make runs on the channel to allow Hala to be free. Because currently, they're going wide.
In this situation, Hala should have been with the Econ, you know.
Exactly.
There are two at the front, so he can sometimes deflect the balls.
So Cote d'Ivoire looking for that equalizer. We're at the 57th minute of the game.
He's pushing now.
He's pushing. Eh?
He's pushing. Well, he has to take responsibility. He's the captain. Is he the captain now or Sergio Aurier? When Sergio Aurier is there, he's the captain. So when Sergio Aurier is not playing, so Gradel is the captain.
They're getting those chances. I told you that this right-hand side of Nigeria, they want to use it to exploit it. And so far, they're getting really those opportunities on the right-hand side.
Hala? Where was Hala?
Yeah, Hala would finish a chance like that. So
Fana was ready. Eh?
that was
If you push it back for him, he was going to hit a rocket. Eh?
So that was a chance for the Ivorians by Casey. Casey attempting a header. And what is going on at the moment?
No, he's wasting time. It's killing the momentum. It's killing the momentum of the team. They've got one goal. Every course must come. Yeah, that's all. You see, that's how you play. They must come.
Okay, I thought a fan ran onto the pitch.
No.
You know, we got one of those crazy moments.
There's no need for Nigeria to match the pace of Ivory Coast. They have to cool the game down so that they can control the tempo of the game. Not Ivory Coast control it. Because Ivory Coast are the ones that are chasing. So the danger with this is exactly what happened when they were playing against Mali, when they equalized and they got a second goal.
Yeah.
Then it becomes very difficult for the winning team to now chase.
Incredible.
Ref, that was a foul. So, Ivory Coast is come back to the beach.
And Ivory Coast is putting the
that
pressure
one,
on the
a lot,
Super Eagles.
Badly.
Yes.
They're putting a lot of pressure.
They're putting a lot of pressure.
A lot. They're playing high balls. They're really trying. They're sticking the ball left, right. They're trying everything.
Look how many people are there.
Whoa! What a save.
Wow,
What a save.
What a save. You see?
What a save.
What they do, they're playing. Ivory Coast is playing.
Yeah.
They're really trying every possible way to get a goal. I mean, that was a shot, eh?
Wow.
Good save.
That
ball
was going
bounced
in.
right there.
That was going in.
It was a goal. It's a good save.
Yes.
It's a very good save.
So following their 1-0 win in the group stages over Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria will be looking to beat the
There's a
same.
goal.
Yes,
There's a goal. 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1. So
Hey,
1-1.
Look at Drogba.
wow.
That's
Didier
a goal.
Drogba.
That's
Now
a
we
goal.
have
It's a 1-1.
now we have
Look at
a
it.
final on our
So
hands.
now both goals coming from set pieces.
Yeah.
Both goals
Casey,
coming from.
in the tournament.
In the first goal for Casey. He needed it as well.
He wants to. Drogba wants to coach. Eh?
Now the final was come alive is 1-1.
That's what I said to you.
Cote d'Ivoire
Ivory
just
Coast
scored
have
from
been
a
there
set.
in
Yeah.
this position before.
Before.
They've ground this result before against a very organized Mali team, a very dangerous and strong Senegal team. Now it's for Nigeria. How do they react from here? Because she's crying.
Oh
shame.
wow.
You just said it's not for fainted heart.
Yeah.
Then she's crying. The heart is gone. Yeah. So I think Stanley could have done better there. If you look at
could have done
it, his
better.
positioning was poor
Yeah.
because he went. You don't go out if you're not gonna get the ball. So what he did there, he went and then he went back. This one best definitely is for Stanley. He could have done if he stayed in his position. Was an easy save to make because firstly he went in and he realized he can't get the ball, and then now he's going backwards, meaning that he was already late for that particular.
Oh, he nearly got it, but
No,
the
but
ball
he
just.
made a wrong decision.
He came from afar.
Yeah,
so
he came from afar because he went in and went back. So he made a wrong decision because immediately when you decide that you're going out, you have to go out and catch it and catch it. So he didn't do that.
Yes.
So that one, I think the goalkeeper could have done better. It was a soft goal for Ivory Coast.
Very, very soft.
So 1-1, we're balanced at the 63rd minute of the game, and could this be a game that could go to extra time? What do you guys see happening in this game
Everything is possible.
This game there's a long time to play. Ivory Coast, the confidence is high. Look at what Casey is doing. So the confidence is high. As I said, the danger is that when a team that is chasing, they still have that momentum. If they continue that momentum, they will surpass you and put pressure on you, which if you don't react, then they score the second goal.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened against Senegal, exactly what happened against Mali.
It's against Mali.
So this whole stadium is behind them now. So, I mean, it's going to be very tough. Nigeria now needs to regroup and really be disciplined and back to square one.
Yeah, now they're trying to put the ball behind the Nigerian defense.
Yeah.
But there's a good move.
So interestingly, Cote d'Ivoire have won 17 of their last 18 matches in CAF African Cup of Nations when they've scored the first goal.
Okay.
Right? Their last such defeat was in the 2010 quarterfinal against Algeria, losing 3-2. And Nigeria, meanwhile, beaten in 22 Afcon games when scoring first, since a 3-1 loss to Egypt in 2010.
Well,
What is he trying to do? It's not a foul. He's the one that went. He's the one that went for a man.
Yeah.
That can be a foul.
Yeah, put some
Ten,
kind of
switch,
speed because Ivorians are coming back.
They want the ball to go out. So, what I've seen the difference between Ivory Coast and Nigeria now is that when Ivory Coast go on the side, what they do, they switch the ball quicker to the other side. So they are really playing.
The guy is going there while the Nigerian is falling. So yes, should get up.
Must stand up. They are using both flanks. to
Yes.
try and penetrate. When they're on
Yes.
the side, they're switching the ball very well, which Nigeria need to learn. When they go wide, and then they have to be quicker to bring.
Watching that goal
this shouldn't
again.
be a goal. Like, look at him there. You see.
Boom.
Well, when you see, he's telling his compatriot, his teammate, that send it to me, send it to use your head,
Yes.
send it to me.
It's in the far post.
He's in the far post.
It's in the far post, unmarked. It's in the far post, unmarked. He's just got a free header.
Free header, he was alone.
Okay, and we see Nigerians whooping in
Yes.
the ball. And
Yes, Hala. Well, I don't know what Hala is still doing on the pitch.
yeah,
Well,
He doesn't-
Allah is one of those typical strikers that he's going to get one chance and he's going to score. So
Yes.
they're not going to take him out because they know that that's how they want to play. They want to play it long, wide, and cross. So let's see
it's
if
it's like Victor Osimhen for the Super Eagles. He also is a striker that might be quiet the whole game, but he could just have a moment of brilliance.
you see now Casey is playing the game. He's riling the game. He's controlling the midfield. He's making sure that they tick.
Yeah. This is what he was supposed to do.
You see the problem when Nigeria have the ball in the midfield, there is no option. They are not opening up.
They are
So
not
they
opening up,
just
yeah.
running. They don't know what to do when they have the ball in the midfield. That is the problem.
This man Sekou Fofana, wow. Don't get set pieces there.
That's another danger. They consider on the
It's-
set
it's
piece.
Osimhen.
They
it's-
considered
it's-
on the set piece. Now, if you look at this game, tactically, the way it is,
Yes,
goals will come from set pieces.
Set pieces.
Yes.
So a set piece in the 67th minute for Nigeria. The Super Eagles have a free kick. Ademola Lookman is about to take the free kick. Let's see what happens from this free kick.
Look at the number 6 and Akon and where Osimhen
Check,
is.
check,
Look
check,
how
check.
they're going.
There, again, the same guy.
The same guy.
Free header. So what that tells you? Avoid such kind of
Yes.
because Nigeria they're very strong as well on set pieces. Free guy, free header.
Between two defenders.
Yeah.
And he managed to
If
head
you
the
could have
ball.
connected it well, it was a goal.
It was a goal.
It was a goal. Stop
So-
giving away free kicks.
So it's very amazing to see
Yes.
that Akon and Lookman they scored 6 goals.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Well, when we were waiting for Victor Osimhen to shine.
Yes. Victor Osimhen has had 4 disallowed goals. Is the most from any
Yeah, but
striker
For this
worked
tournament.
in
for the
African.
team. He worked, yeah, that's Max Grades.
It's going.
He's going out.
Let's go. He's tired. The legs don't allow him to
Yeah.
go 90 minutes. At high pace like that. So let's see who they're gonna put in Ivory Coast.
So we're having a we're having a message from Umpo who says the host doesn't look well. The host doesn't look. The host is very fine. Okay, I'm just enjoying a beautiful game of football. That is funny. Okay. So who's coming in now?
Gradel 2 is out.
Gradel has been replaced. He's been replaced by who, Gradel?
But Diakite,
Yeah, he took
Diakite.
2. He took 2. So he replaced the whole right hand side.
yeah.
So probably if you look at SSSI, the left hand side is functioning very well. But the right hand side, there is no final product at all between the two of them. So he decided all of them to go out, and then he refreshes the whole right hand side.
Diakite is
So-
the one who scored the winning goal against Mali.
Yes.
And he was red carded because he took the shed.
It seems like Aurier has also been replaced.
Yeah,
he
has
did.
gone out. He's
The
gone
whole
out.
right hand side has been
Aurier
replaced.
and
Has been
Gradel.
refreshed.
Yeah, he's been refreshed. Yes.
Okay.
Because if you look at the left hand side, all the danger balls for Ivory Coast are coming from this guy, the one that is playing on the left hand side.
He controlled that ball.
Victor Osimhen has been missing in the game so far.
No, it's
Just
working
not
hard.
missing,
It's
but
working
he's
hard.
working hard. Look where
he's
he is.
isolated.
Yeah,
he's not getting any support. Which ball have you seen so
That's why
far
I said
that has been played to
Ayobi is
him?
not playing well. Yeah, but now they have to use the speed of Moses.
Look at that. You see what they're doing now?
And look, man.
And the Super Eagles have been rather light in midfield.
Yeah, they are.
So what
they
needs, to
haven't-
what needs to happen now is that Nigeria, they're playing at 5 at the back.
Right.
They have to sacrifice one guy and play with 4, but then push one extra body in the midfield, so that they can take control of the game. So far, Ivory Coast is controlling the whole game, and it's dangerous when Ivory Coast got so much position, so much
Yes.
time on the ball.
Because-
chances are that they will create something out of
Yes.
this. Because when you're giving them the ball so much and they're trying to go wide all the time and bringing in the balls and all that, either they will get another set piece and hurt you.
Yeah.
That's right. And if the Ivorians score at this stage of the game, then it
Guys
will be
playing
very
good
hard for
football
the
today, eh?
it will be very hard for the
Check
Super
that.
Eagles.
Check what they did. Check.
Check
They're,
Hala.
they're looking for him.
Check Hala. Oh,
See.
well done, goalkeeper. Good reading.
The goalkeeper is not
Fofana is
distributed
tired.
like Ronald
Hey,
Williams.
He's tired.
Look at this guy. Who is he going to play the ball to? No options. You should
That's like
there's a play.
trying to
There's a
run
play.
themselves, but they don't
There,
try to chip
there,
the ball.
there's a
play
guy.
him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That is.
No, he ever pushed that ball. So you see
But
that when
Alex
people are
Iwobi
starting to
could
be
have
fatigued.
attacked the ball though and gotten there.
No, he's tired. He put it too much. Look, there's Holla.
Well done.
Great defending by Sami Ajayi there.
Well done.
And I see the Nigerians are trying to avoid the corner kicks.
You have to.
Because
You
they
have
know.
to.
You have to. You have to.
When you have someone like Hala, even against Cote d'Ivoire, when you have Osimhen, they
You
are
have
ahead
to.
of each other. So
You
you
have
have to
to.
be very careful every time that you concede a corner kick, because you never know.
Remember, this is the game that will be won on set piece as well. 2 goals now came from set piece, not on open play. Whoa, Osimhen, come on,
Oh,
it's a foul. Now he pushed him.
no, I don't think so. Ivorians are using that a lot.
Look at that. Now he pushed him down.
They're pushing each other.
But Ivory Coast is controlling the game, eh?
Yeah, so Ivory
It's
Coast-
always having one person free. Look at that, all the time. They're making sure, because Nigeria is playing with 5 at the back. You see, 5 at the back. They're really trying hard to avoid to lose, which is a problem for me, because they really have to play. That's a poor
Yeah,
pass, huh?
but no, it's a
Nigeria
very poor-
has to
And-
play. They have to play. They're not playing at all.
Yes.
Nigeria
and-
is not playing at all. For me,
Yes.
which is a problem, because if the team keeps on coming to you and coming to you and coming to you, eventually they will get something.
They will
out
get
of it.
something. They will get something, because look where and they're defending very deep. which
Yeah,
is
they're
not
defending too deep.
too deep, too deep. And
You see what I'm talking about there.
you see,
Seems like
There! See what I'm talking about?
Wow.
You see that? Something will happen.
Wow.
You see what I'm talking about? Because you keep giving and giving and giving.
we
Something will happen.
just
That was-
saw
that
a
was goal.
spectacular
It was a winner.
effort from Sebastian Haller. And that ball came in from Casey and
Look at that.
oh.
Look at that.
So tactically, if you were Coach Pesero, you've told us what you would do, but Papa Jeff, what would you do if you were Pesero at this point in time?
no. Right now, you have to tell your captain, especially Ekong, to motivate his team, because they seem to be down now just because they have Ivory Coast has equalized. For me, I don't think that they will rush to make another change, because Chukwueze was nowhere to be seen in the entire
first half,
Yes, they were right actually to take him out and put Moses.
Moses.
Moses needs now to settle in and try to help Ayobi with his run on the flank, which he is very good at, and the supply must to go to Osimhen. And if Osimhen cannot do the job, actually help the other midfielders to come to the party and help him and try to to have an edge over the Ivorian defense.
So it's a cooling break in the 75th minute. I think the last 15 minutes we're going to see is going to be fire.
This is the greatest opportunity for you as a coach to align your team again, to say this is what we need to do when we go here. The last 15 minutes, and I can tell you, any team that will score here wins the final.
Wins the final.
That's how it is. Simple as that.
So we're approaching the last 15 minutes of the game, and it's balanced.
Look at that. Free
at this stage.
It was free.
And he called for it.
It was free.
He called for it. It's right at the end.
Unbelievable scenes in Abidjan.
What he does is telling him that I'm here. I'm here, send it to me.
Unbelievable scenes in Abidjan. You can see people cried. For you, at this point in time, who's looking like the likely winner of this final at this point in time?
Anyone can win. It's not just because now Africa has got an upper hand that will say that they're definitely going to win it. But Nigeria can counter.
And for you, what are you saying?
The only thing that Nigeria needs to do, they need to make sure that they start improving on combinational play. They are rushing too much. They're losing the ball cheaply.
But it is not one of their strengths.
There's that. But they keep
Since
the ball.
beginning of the
but
tournament.
keep the ball. If you don't keep the ball, this Ivory Coast team is very dangerous because they keep pushing and piling, waiting for the opportunity to come through.
Osimhen looks to be in a lot of pain there. And
Fofana is also saying the same thing.
Yeah, but Fofana is lying because he's the one who.
Let's see.
Look how he goes.
Landed on his leg.
Goodness. It's not intentional, so you don't expect any cuts to happen there. But look, this Ivory Coast team is a very physical team. Very, very, very physical.
They're very physical.
They're very physical. So you need to expect such. They're very, very physical. So for me, as I said, Nigeria is losing the ball cheaply. And once you don't have the ball, you don't have an opportunity to hurt your opponents. You need to have the ball so that you can hurt your opponents. So that's why you find that Ivory Coast are likely to score if you look at the balance of the game. Compared to Nigeria.
Yeah, and
but this is the
yes. So Alex Iwobi has been substituted.
He's refreshing the team. You need the legs. They're tired.
And they've brought in Hassan Yusuf, which is a defensive substitution. So it looks like the coach is preparing for extra time.
No, it's good.
And
we put the Iniecho.
Kelechi.
It's an attacking player. So it's an attacking player. So that's why I'm saying refresh your team. Give your team a bit of a freshness, and let's see what happens. Because remember, Nigeria have played extra time in the semi-final, which is really Ivory Coast did not play. So meaning that Ivory Coast they're even more fresher.
They're fresher,
so
yes. I was about to bring on the issue of
100%.
of fatigue.
Yes. Very important.
Ivory Coast, Nigeria hasn't really moved around cities in the whole Nations Cup. They've played in Abidjan for most of their games, and they've only ever traveled when they face South Africa. So, do you think who's the fresher of the two teams?
They are professional. All of them, they are professionals. So it depends on how the game evolves, and those who have the ball, who have more possession of the ball, can try to make a difference. Like Pep Guardiola used to say, you win the game. It's about the ball.
Yeah,
it's the ball.
Absolutely, it's the ball.
And an interesting stat. Do you know that Trust Ekong has scored 4 out of his 5 shots on target in this competition?
Amazing.
So that's incredible for a defender.
He has to give that kind of his juju to Osimhen.
There's a chance.
Yeah. Hala.
Again,
they're coming back again. So
they're coming back. Yes, because they have the ball. So once they have the ball, there we go. That's a winning goal. I told you. That's a winning goal. Hala. The more
Sebastian Hala has just
the more
broken.
you have the chance to win. I said it. Nigeria needs to get hold of the ball.
Sebastian,
you can't play without the ball.
Sebastian Hala has just broken hearts in Lagos.
I said you can't take him out because he'll have a chance.
And
then he will score.
This is amazing. It's
right
2-1 to Cote d'Ivoire. The Super Eagles have only 15 minutes to come back in this one. Let's see what happens.
The right-hand side, it's a problem for Nigeria. This guy has been troubling this right back.
You said so.
The whole entire game. He's troubling him and he keeps putting the ball in and in and in. That's why then Hala will get an opportunity to score.
Yes.
2-1 Ivory Coast. So far, I said 2-1 Ivory Coast. The elephant here. The elephant here. 2-1-2. The elephant 1-2 so far.
Oh, wow. It is unbelievable.
He's been troubling him the entire game. Look at the long legs. Just a touch.
But, you know, where was Ekon? Look.
There's a touch. The long legs. Experience for you.
But someone
the goalkeeper did not see anything.
Ekon was behind.
Look at that. Just a touch. Nothing else. Just a touch.
But there was nothing. There was nothing that could have been done there from a defensive point of view.
It was felt in Lagos.
In Lagos is silent right now.
Silent.
Lagos is silent right now.
Yeah. Look at that.
Unbelievable. But you know what? If Cote d'Ivoire win.
Now, let's see how the response from Nigeria comes. You know, that's where we need to see. So, but I told you that this team has been here before. They've have kings of comebacks in this, coming back from elimination.
Yeah.
Coming back from losing against Senegal, coming back from leaving Mali, now come back again from Nigeria. These are the kings of comebacks.
Unbelievable.
From the back door. And then they end the verge 8 minutes away from being champions of Africa. 2023 Afcon.
Wow.
And all Nigerians have their hearts in their mouths.
What a story.
Now Hala is going to defend.
He's going to defend.
He has to.
A long throw comes in and the Ivorians are...
There's a chance.
Let's see. Another ball coming in the box.
Send it first time. Send it first time.
Let's see if we have any more tweets. Let's see if we have. Now Umpo is asking if
the host is all right.
If the host is okay. Thank you people for checking up on me. He's actually asking if I need a tissue, and he says hi to the guys. Hi Umpo, thanks for checking up on me.
There's a chance.
Hey,
there's a chance. Whoa. Corner kick.
Wow. That is a good penetration by Simon.
This number 7 guy actually have a very good game today.
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah. He's been brilliant today. Very big, carrying the ball into the Nigerian half when he's got an opportunity. Very solid defense. He's been absolutely brilliant today.
What about that tall striker? He's not coming in?
From Nigeria.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
It's time to throw everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nigeria has to
now it's time
everything.
to throw everything in the kitchen.
You have to.
So Murphy is coming in, and I think Victor Osimhen.
Well, you don't take Osimhen now. You're looking for a goal. You need to sacrifice defense so that you can throw everything. You know, you got the last 5 minutes that you need to fight. Sure. So you can't be, taking your danger man out.
So Nigeria's never been in this position before in the tournament where they've had to chase the game.
Poor cross.
And very poor.
Poor cross.
Very poor cross from Kelechi Iheanacho.
And they try to take somebody else out.
Poor cross.
By knowing that Osimhen is still on the pitch, it gives us some thrills to the Ivorian defenders.
So
Pepe.
Yeah, still on the bench. They still have firepower.
So we're getting a message from Mr. Junior.
What is he saying?
Yeah, the husband of the Cape Verdean women.
Yeah.
Can the Nigerian go home and sleep already, as this will end in tears for them? Junior.
He's been hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, who's?
They have to take the defender.
Okay, and Onyeka has been replaced and Aribo coming on.
What happened to the striker that you put in against South Africa?
Yeah, that's the tall one.
Why don't you put him now? It's time now to push everything that you have,
Yes.
attack-wise. Because now it's the game has changed. I mean,
So it's scary hours.
Yes, this is now the opportunity for them to try. You throw everything that you have.
You see now they
So the Ivorians
are the game down.
Are trying to kill the momentum.
But and I said to you, if a team that is running and running at you, if they get a goal, they keep running again, they get a second one, it's going to be very difficult for you to really have a comeback. Very difficult.
The Nigerian bench are the ones that actually need the tissues and everything I've been offered on the show because they're looking rather stressed.
You see now they've never tested defeat in this particular Afcon.
Yeah.
And it will be the first, the painful one.
The painful one.
Painful one. Yeah. How is going?
Is he going?
Yeah, it's going.
Yellow card, red?
No.
Why is he getting yellow card?
For simulation.
Simulation.
Okay.
Yes. So a yellow
I
card.
think they're replacing him, but it's taking long to go out. It'll book him again. So you can see that there's the chance. He touch. Look at
But what a touch. What a goal. And the Super Eagles are no stranger to losing in the finals. They actually were, if I'm not mistaken, the last host to lose at the Afcon final against Cameroon in the year 2000.
Yes.
And I remember, being in Nigeria at the time. It was a very quiet city, especially in the way it was done. It went down to penalties and Cameroon won.
But we have also to understand that the Victor Ikpeba penalty actually went beyond the line. But
and it was not called.
Yeah, it was not called.
There was no VAR then, eh?
No, there was
no
VAR.
VAR.
The referee has to use his own imagination and say it's right or not. There's for fun up getting the team out, the supporters fired up. Huh?
But
so far, the Ivory Coast coach has made proper substitutions. They refreshed the right line. Why? Because the two guys that are playing the right, there's no age anymore. So he refreshed the team, bring the age, bring the stability on the right-hand side, so that they can deal with the changes that Nigeria has made on the other side. So far, the coach has been reading the game properly, which is very, very important.
Very important at this stage, because now they just...
So the Nigerians are going for the long balls now?
They have to.
Yeah, they have to now, because
they're chasing the game.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink. And is it possible, is Cote d'Ivoire a good counter-attacking side? Do you see them?
They can, but they don't. They keep the ball, they go wide, they look for their target man, which they've been trying the whole 90 minutes. Since the game has started, they've been trying to do that, and they got a goal out of it.
Yes, and then they need to have numbers now, because every time Nigeria is proceeding now by a long
You see now Nigeria is playing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, what a defense. Wow. You see now, Nigeria now is playing. Wow, that was
good defending.
That was a chance.
And they're coming back again.
That was a chance. There's a player free there.
So it's looking like
this guy, this right back guy. Yes, this guy, the right back. He doesn't play first time. He wants to hold the ball all the time. Now he's getting booked.
But is it fair to say that the Ivorians are worthy champions of this nation's cup?
Yes, if they win it, yes, they're worthy champions.
They fought for it. They fought. Look who they eliminated to the final. Let's look at it. Look at they eliminated Mali, Senegal, Nigeria. They went through no Mickey Mouse teams. They went through.
Yeah.
And by the way, all these teams, besides the game against Senegal, where they went to penalties, They eliminated Mali straight and no penalties.
Yeah.
Now they beating
DRC.
Nigeria. Yeah, DRC again, no penalties.
No penalty.
Yeah, they really went through very good teams. No, they really deserve to win if they win it.
So
it's
we're
Nigeria.
at the 90th minute of the game, and Nigeria is down 2-1.
How many minutes
To Cote d'Ivoire.
are they putting in? 8 minutes?
Let's see how many minutes of.
Should be 7, maybe. 7.
So Nigeria have 7 minutes. 7 minutes to save their
Look where Ekong is defending now.
their Afcon hopes.
This guy.
Oh. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
There you have it. Hey,
7 minutes.
you see that?
is
Unbelievable. 7 minutes for Nigeria.
Relax.
It's a lot.
There we go. You see what they did? When immediately someone went there, they refreshed the right back.
Yeah.
They refreshed the whole right because they know the pressure that Oria is tired. There's no way he's gonna match the pace of
Moses
Simon. So they had to refresh that right back to make
So
sure they utilize that.
another message from Umpo, who says, I told Adelani that Casey will score. Okay, you mentioned. And
Yeah.
Colin Nonyane says, Mr. Ade, I told you before the game that Nigeria stands no chance against Cote d'Ivoire. Condolences to your Nigeria brothers. That's definitely coming from Ooh.
Penalties will come, yeah.
Ooh.
If you keep throwing them in like that,
Oh wow.
chances are, another set piece.
Another set piece.
This is the chance for Nigeria.
Segri is gone.
It's gone. Who they
Yeah,
putting
it's
in?
about time. Money.
See, they keep refreshing their team all the time
All the
because
time,
they
until the
know
last minute.
it's a big fight.
So we're seeing
The legends
Joseph
are
Yobo.
disappointed, eh?
Joseph
and
Yobo
Kanu.
And Kanu. The whole team, the bench is very, very disappointed.
Maybe we should throw Kanu in, eh? For the set piece. He's on the bench, eh?
Oh, it wouldn't be a bad idea at this
It would
stage.
be a bad idea. We throw him in there. There we go. Poor cross. Come on. That was a very poor set piece, huh? Look at the goalkeeper. Come, man. Put it in. You got space. Go.
give
You
it
got
to
space.
him.
You got
He's
space.
just
Let
there.
me put. Let me put. That right side. Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
so the long balls are being pumped in.
Yeah, they're looking for.
There's a chance.
Oh.
Now it's counter-attack time, eh? And these guys are quick, eh? Look at them.
And they have numbers.
Yeah. Ish.
Cote d'Ivoire just
No, they got it.
Cote d'Ivoire
They
just
gotta
need to-
throw it. They will take their time.
Yeah, they will take their time.
Eat
They
another
don't
1
have it.
minute or two.
Yeah.
See now. Profana is going mad. Eh?
He's going.
Let them win here. He's gonna go mad.
He
Eh?
smells the
He can
trophy.
smell the trophy. Eh?
Oh,
He can smell the
unbelievable.
trophy. Eh? We can smell the trophy.
Has Coach Pissarro done the right thing? Has he made the right subs?
Yeah, but Nigerian game since the beginning of the tournament
Isn't that
was
Pepe?
not that flamboyant.
It looks like Pepe. It's not Pepe that
No,
that
no.
guy.
It's not Pepe. It's a song. What's his guy name? Lazare.
Oh, okay. The guy that scored the goal the last time.
Yeah. Kalu.
Solomon Kalou.
Solomon Kalu. The younger
special-
brother to Bonaventure.
Okay. And I mean, Solomon was a special player in his day.
Yeah, he wanted to play for Holland at the 2006 FIFA
Oh,
World
yes,
Cup.
I remember that.
But he
Yeah.
made a decision not to play.
No, just because his papers were not ready yet.
Oh, okay.
Because the national coach, Makovan Baston, wanted
Yeah.
him in that particular team.
He already. These guys are physically.
So Nigeria have a chance to pump the ball in the box.
That's the last 3 minutes. So, Mr. Ade,
Yeah.
the trophy is gone.
It appears to be
It
gone.
It remain in Ivory Coast.
And 3 minutes left. Let's see what happens.
And It will be. It was the last host to win it was Egypt in 2000.
Ooh, fresh air shot there.
You wanted to kill the goalkeeper?
But that ball would have ended up in row Z if he had connected with the ball.
Yeah, now it's less than 2 minutes remaining. So
if Nigeria scores here, the whole stadium will collapse.
Oh yeah.
There's a chance.
No.
The captain is tired now.
Yeah. But what is he doing there?
He's trying to add numbers. What's wrong with this guy? Hey, Casey. He lose the ball so cheaply. When you're winning, rather keep it, go to the corners and stay there and, keep it there on the other side.
Equalize even in the last second of the game.
Sure.
Nah, it feels like the Nigerians, their morale has dropped.
No, they're fighting. It's just that Ivory Coast can smell the blood.
Yeah, I don't see an equalizer in this.
Now it's game over.
See.
I called it, I said 2-1. There you see it, I can see 2-1. So I'm the only one that got the score right today. I know you were predicting because the heart was saying Nigeria, because the heart loved Nigeria. I was looking at football and I said Ivory Coast because I could see, the last game when Ivory Coast was playing, Cote d'Ivoire, the eyes of the players, you could see, look, he's going to take a yellow card. Yeah, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
No, he's going to take it, but he's wasting another 1 minute. He's going to take it. If I was the goalkeeper, I will also leave it and go back and call another guy. Come on.
If you were the goalkeeper, you would call someone else to take it.
Yeah, so that he can get booked. Okay. And I will choose the guy that's a striker on the other side. I say, come and take it.
Yeah, come and take it.
Yeah. And then the minute is gone.
It's
7 minutes. It's over.
Finish.
Come, referee. It's over.
Yeah.
Can I have my box of tissues, please? These two. There we go. They're champions.
So
can I have the box of tissues for?
No, I mean
the coach has made history.
Well done.
He made history.
This guy came from nowhere to coach this team to be champions.
I have to take my hat off to Cote d'Ivoire tonight.
Yeah.
They played
the team that comes from the back door.
Unbelievable
it's a very dangerous
story.
Team.
This is an African fairy tale.
Yeah.
But how do you kill a ghost?
It reminds me of Euro 90, was it? Euro 92. Denmark was not qualified.
They did not qualify.
Yes, it was Yugoslavia, but because of the war, they were banned. So
they brought them back.
They brought Denmark back with
what happened?
Michael Schmeichel.
Yeah. And they won the Euro.
They won the Euro in 92.
Unbelievable. So, for the Super Eagles tonight, what can they take out of this game? Are there any positives they could take out of this tournament?
Too many positives, actually. They should keep the backbone of this team. This team, I can see the average is about 25, 26 years old. So they are Afcon next year in Morocco, and they are also World Cup qualifiers on the way.
Absolutely.
So they have to keep it.
They got the team.
They've got a team.
They got a team. Build from here.
Yeah.
And surely we will agree that there are a couple of players that did not come here because of injuries and all that.
Yes.
When they come back, you have more stronger team.
So we have a message from the United States from Mr. John Aliu, who says Nigeria just had a good tournament. I told you this before. Guys, keep your messages coming in. So many people have offered me tissues. So many people have sent me messages. Ivory Coast deserved this win. How do you kill a ghost? They were dead and buried in the group stages, but they kept fighting and they beat the best of the best, because as far as I'm concerned, I feel Senegal were the best team in this tournament on paper. They defeated Senegal, they defeated Mali.
Very organized Mali team.
Very they had the luck on their side, they had the momentum on their side.
And they beat Mali with a red card. They were 10 men, 1 man short.
Yeah, they had a red card after the goal, the winning goal was scored.
Yes. So they had to dig very deep to get to the final. They came into the final, 1 goal down again against Nigeria, and all these 3 games you spoke about, they were goal down, all of them. So they had to
Even
come
at
back.
the final, they were a goal down.
Yes, they had to come back.
So what is it about this Cote d'Ivoire team that made them champions? Apart from the resilience, apart from the fact that they were given a second chance in this tournament.
They were not given a second chance because the rules of CAF say that after the two best teams in each and every group they will take
Yes.
4 best losers, and it happens that Cote d'Ivoire was there, so they just benefited from the rules of CAF, and when they were wounded, very much wounded, and the whole population didn't like them. So now it is about time that the whole stadium come down to say sorry.
Yes.
What happened when you put the elephant in the corner? What happened?
And if
In their own backyard.
especially when they are wounded.
Yeah.
They are wounded.
What happened
they
with the
will come
elephant?
hunting you back.
The elephant come back
Yeah.
and fight. So whatever that is
so
in front, it gets to suffer.
It's so funny that their team bosses
Yeah,
were pelted with stones.
yeah.
Their hotel rooms were vandalized. They've been through so much.
That's why I said that
Firing the coach.
The president should make a speech to
Yeah.
say sorry
But another
the
thing,
team.
another thing that
That's
happened.
on
right.
behalf of the population.
The
That's
other
right.
thing that happened is that it teaches us if when we take responsibility and when we take actions, because the change of this team was when they fired a coach. That-
So
they fired a
the
coach.
assistant coach, does he keep his job?
Well,
Yeah, he has to.
He inspired the team
He
to
inspired the
He's a
team.
champion.
He had
He's
to. Yes.
in his CV now. He'll say, "I won
I won
Afcon,
the Afcon.
the biggest trophy in Africa. He's got it."
But remember when Chelsea won won the Champions League?
Yes, who was
it
on the
was,
bench?
Di Matteo.
Yeah, Di Matteo.
Di Matteo, he wasn't a coach, but he won it, and they kept him until the beginning of the league, and
Yeah.
after a couple of games, they kicked him out. So, but this one, we're not talking about the league. This is a continental title.
yeah.
So why change? They
yeah.
have to keep him. They have to keep him.
Yeah.
If they can add more experienced men within the
What-
coaching staff, he will stay.
What did he change?
Well,
Okay.
he was alternating
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
You would see that sometimes he will start with Casey, sometimes he doesn't start with Casey and with the Sejourier. He will put them on the bench. It depends on the game. So like today in the final, he put all of them there: Guadel, Sejourier, Casey, and only Pepe didn't come in the second half. But also,
And you know, I found it strange that Pepe didn't come in the second half because Pepe is a good dribbler of the ball. Maybe he
no,
was
there's no
worried.
need
for
for
it.
you see in this particular
Yes,
game,
there
it
was no
became
need for it.
physical.
Physical. It's a
Towards the
physical
end, so
game.
you need the but Pepe is not that kind of person.
For me, I will assume that the coach, what he did, he probably took all these videos of supporters that are fighting when he started, said, "Guys, let's just watch this." And then the players would watch that, and he said, "Now it's time to stand up and fight for the country." Because really what Ivory Coast have done today in this whole tournament, after the group stages, they've showed resilience, they showed the fighting spirit. Ivory Coast on paper had great players.
Yes.
They had super great players. If you were to look at on paper, they in each and every position, they've got quality players.
True.
So all what you needed to do was to change the mindset, to say, let's play as a team, let's play together. I mean, I think there's a game that they scored in the dying minute.
That was against Mali.
The dying minutes to come back in this game. So playing Senegal, they concede early. They had to dig deep to get that game into extra time. They played Mali. They concede any red card. They had to dig deep to get through to play DRC, where they again in DRC they had to get their goal in the 60-something minute, and then yes, exactly, against in the final. A very well organized 45 minutes of Nigeria. Very well organized Nigerian 45 minutes. They allowed them, but second half, they came back as a different team. They dig deep to get those 2 goals. And they're champions today. So this is a very good story. And I think this guy, the coach, and the team really deserve credit to be where they are. And as you said, they did not really get into the back door. We knew that the third best team will get the opportunity. So they utilized that opportunity to say, we are the best third team. And then once the tournament only start in the knockout. The tournament does not start in group stages. Once you get to the knockout stage, the tournament starts. You can learn that from teams like Al Ahly, where they will lose games. They lost 5-0 against. They lost 5-0 against Sundowns in group stage. What happened? They became a champions because the tournament start in the knockout stage. That's when the tournament starts. And Ivory Coast showed that and demonstrated the whole tournament.
So, for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where was the game lost tonight?
It was about the spirit, the mind. After scoring the first goal, they thought that we can stay at the back and try to launch those counter attacks, which was a very bad move.
Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm just reading Nigerians talking after the game. On the soccer group, they said Iwobi will ask for water, and I guarantee you he will get Zobo.
What is Zobo?
It's a drink in Nigeria, and they're basically saying that he's not going to get anything he wants tonight because of his poor performance. So if he asks for water, they're not giving him.
Yes,
in the dressing room.
He couldn't perform today. He was very absent. He wasn't there.
You know, someone said, "I'm so angry at him."
Yeah,
How do you?
What about Chukwueze? But I think he said also at the beginning they shouldn't put Chukwueze starting the game.
So this person says, "How do you ride your luck as being a nephew to JJ Okocha for so long, and you can't even do one leg over in the game?"
I think today, honestly, Nigeria had a very good plan in the first 45 minutes, which they really contained Ivory Coast very well. They actually imposed their game plan to Ivory Coast. They did not give your Casey space to maneuver to play. Hala was nowhere to be found. They locked all the wing play. They executed the plan very well. This game reminds me exactly between the game of Mali and South Africa. Where South Africa played very well in the first 45. Second half, Ivory Coast wanted it. They were goal down. They came back firing. They really switched the ball around.
And in the first minute of the second half, they were already benefiting from a set piece.
Yes.
Straight away.
They kept the ball with them. So if you have the ball with you, you stand a chance to win.
Nice messages. Nigerians are still reeling from what happened, and they're saying painful silver. Anyway, it was Pesero. Didn't expect much. Cape Verde would have beaten Nigeria all the same. Are these emotional comments, or can we blame the coach of Nigeria?
Yes, in these circumstances, you're having all of them. There are people with who will be emotional, and others who will be very radical and they try to reason, actually, to give their own perspective on how they have they read the game and how the team has performed. But for me, I wouldn't say that Nigeria has failed. No, it's been a long time since they won it. It's over a decade now since they reached the last they were in the final. So, and also on Cote d'Ivoire side, they want to play in the final in front of their own crowd, in front of the head of state.
Didier Drogba looked like he was coaching the team from the stands there, and it looks like his influence probably in the changing rooms.
He was more emotional.
Drogba's a good leader.
Yeah, he was more emotional than the spectator or someone who wants to give some technical advice to the team. But as you know, sometimes that's why I remember one coach in South Africa saying that the football can kill you dead.
Oh,
this is what
football will kill you a real death. From a South African point of view, are you happy to see the Super Eagles lose tonight?
Well,
be honest.
Honestly speaking, I was just looking for a very, very good final, and I think second half was a much improved game overall. Obviously,
it became like a final.
Yeah, it became like a final
in the second half.
In the second half, I mean, This game could have gone anyway.
Anyway, yes.
So I think the team that wanted it more really got the
Really
trophy.
got it.
I don't think
Was it
Nigeria
down
today,
to fatigue?
I don't think
with Nigeria
today really played. They really wanted the game.
No.
I think they did good 45, but I think the second half really they were flat. And for me, I thought they went extra time against South Africa. It took a lot. It took a lot. That was on Wednesday, and then now you are on the final. You have to, play against a very hard and physical Cote d'Ivoire. It demands a lot because Cote d'Ivoire they are a very hard running team and a very physical team. They really pushed Nigeria to the last
to the brink.
Yeah, so which is very tough. So for me, look, it was a very good final.
Deserved win. Deserved win from Cote d'Ivoire. Hard fought win.
They deserve to win it. A great Afcon tournament. African football is growing. You can see,
and that's what that was my next question. I can't believe you're sitting next to me, but you're reading my mind. How are you doing this? I wanted us to recap the tournament so far. What has been your highlights? What has been your favorite moments? I'm happy that nobody's national anthem was wrong this time. They played all the right national anthems for all the teams.
Yeah, those are basics.
You call it basics, but we saw what happened with Mauritania when the wrong national anthem was played. We've seen dying minute goals. We've seen a lot of drama. We've seen big teams being eliminated early. What are your highlights? What are your...
So my highlight is the first one is that the teams are now 24, which gives more opportunities to a lot of teams that would have not got an opportunity to qualify for the Afcon. That means that now you are allowing more players to be on the stage, to be seen. You have seen with teams like Cape Verde, which basically never lost a game in 90 minutes. They were only eliminated by penalties by South Africa. They never lost a game in 90 minutes. You have seen teams like Mauritania that really pushed a team like Algeria out of the tournament. So you have seen teams like Angola that, for me, I think they had one of the best tournament in a very long time. Very solid team. So you've seen South Africa making a comeback into the African football, finishing with the bronze.
Yes.
You have seen the Super Eagles again coming back, reclaiming they are the powerhouse of the African football. This tournament was just unpredictable. The goals that were scored in the last 2 minutes of the match, in the 90th minute, that shows the football has grown. You can't say this game Egypt will automatically go there and win. Forget about it. It's no more. And you also see that when you look at the Champions League, when you look at African football in general, you look at that, you will see that that's exactly what you have seen. It does not mean that because Osimhen is the king in Italy, he will come in here and do what he pleases. It can never happen. So for me, that shows that as a brand, African football has grown. And I'm a proud South African when I look at the players that PSL has actually put into this Afcon from different teams. You look at South Africa, Namibia, you look at teams like Mozambique, you look at Nigerian goalkeeper, you look at the second goalkeeper for Ivory Coast. Is there, is from the PSL.
Yeah, and the
Ghana goalkeeper. So the presence of the PSL in this tournament was huge. But that also tells us that we need to also focus to grassroots football in Africa, where we need to start improving the African leagues in Africa, where we will actually improve our game. So personally, I would have loved that that AFL money should be distributed in regions. And when the regions have won, then they can have only the regions competing for the trophy to build the African football. Because you have seen that when you pump money and the leadership is running the league properly, like a PSL, you are able to reap the reward as an African. So we don't need Europeans to make our league and our continent
Sorry
football
to interrupt you, but Nigerians on Twitter are making us laugh. They're saying the cup safe no fine, which means that the trophy is not so pretty. They didn't want it anyway. As oh man. And for you, Papa Jeff, what have you taken out of it?
Too many positive. First of all, I will say that when you see the powerhouses like Algeria, Tunisia, the Maghreb region, Egypt are not making it to the last 8, last 8. That was very amazing. You see, even the World Cup semi-finalists who could even feature in the last 8. So it means that football on the continent has grown up tremendously. Seeing Namibia and Mauritania recording their first victory ever, that was amazing. Huge achievement. And with Cape Verde and Ireland, who has only 500,000 people, they managed to qualify for the second round, the first. So it was a very good fate, actually. They achieved a lot in doing that. And having Sue becoming, is an unknown quantity, someone who plays for the third division in Spanish, coming to become now. I was wishing to see maybe Lukman scoring 2 more goals to equal his goal tally. But now he became the top goal. So the golden boot is for him, Sue from Cape Verde. So this is amazing. We didn't get that from El Nesri from Morocco. We didn't get that from the Algerian guy who used to play for Chelsea. Mahrez. Those are the people who were expecting.
For Man City, yes. We didn't get it from Victor Osimhen.
You didn't see that. The awesome many of this world.
Yeah, we didn't see the Akimi from Paris Saint-Germain blossom. So we saw a known quantity coming. That's why we discovered the Andingra, the way he plays with passion. We see Cote d'Ivoire coming back with hunger. They wanted really to redeem themselves in front of the own crowd.
That's Emmanuel Adebayo.
Adebayo.
Who could have played for Nigeria, by the way?
True.
Yes.
Yeah, so also with the borders of all African countries, this one could have played for this one could have played for such country. So good representation, yes. And now we've made a name. We have a brand now. We have to capitalize on it for the next. We want the next edition in Morocco next year to be more presentable, more marketable than this one. So we want to build in that so we can have money which should be shared equally between the zonal confederation or association like my friend here said. So this is a very good omen.
I mean, look at the stadium. This is great for African football. Look at the stadium, it's packed. You can see, even overall, the whole stadium.
Sorry, the messages are pouring in. Someone said, thank you guys for the coverage. This is from Chase Athletics. He says, Mr. Ade, we're with you, my brother. Don't cry. Oh.
Don't cry, Nigeria.
Yes. And the trophy is about to be presented. It's a beautiful trophy.
Look at the stands as well. You can see there's a lot of, proper, organization that were done and all that. This is amazing.
But what do you think will be going through? Obviously, disappointment will be going through the minds of the Super Eagles players at this stage. But,
they shouldn't be ashamed of themselves. They should be very proud. And I can see that Osimhen is not crying, which is a very good sign. So
they've worked hard.
They've worked very hard.
They worked hard. They deserve to be here. They deserve here to be in the final.
This is what I'm saying to you, that this Afcon is the Afcon of humility.
Of humility, yes.
Look, the last 4 who were there.
Who is that?
I think we also got what we were looking for the spectacle.
Yes.
That Africa Coast get to the final, for the spectacle. So, I mean, for me, you could see that immediately when Africa Coast got back to this tournament, I knew that they will make a final because really they got a second chance. Yes, I know they deserve to be there and all that, but they had to really be here to make this a spectacle. This is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
This is absolutely beautiful.
As we can see, the runners-up medals are going to be presented to the Supereagles of Nigeria.
Are they starting with the run-ups or they're starting with the third best? Because I saw the South African team being there.
Yeah.
Oh, the South
they didn't do any
African team.
presentation yesterday.
Oh, I mean, I was wondering what the South African team
They probably
were doing there.
medal.
Yeah.
Were they going to be allowed in the Ivorian dressing room to motivate them to beat the Super
No,
Eagles?
they're coming together. They're coming to get the bronze. You see why I was saying that I don't see really the utility of these losers final. And now, when it comes to money, to money, they're not going to. They will get the same amount of money as DRC while they have bronze.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And what's the
For
figure?
reaching the semi-final, not for winning bronze.
So what's the figure for the runners-up?
Oh, the figure for runners-up, it should be around 4 million.
4 million.
4 million.
4 million US dollars.
Yeah.
And for the winners? 7 million. So
Almost double, eh?
Yeah, almost double.
So that money goes to the federation, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, the federation
can decide to give players whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could tell you now that 7 million definitely should go to Sebastian Haller's bank account for that beautiful goal.
And he's not fit.
Yes,
Yeah, he's not
that's
fit,
why I said the 7 million should go to him, because he's also a story of never giving up. Surviving cancer, and scoring the winning goal at the final. I think the Ivorian story is beautiful when you think about it. It's truly a story that represents just the resilience in the human spirit.
This is the beauty about Afcon. Afcon shouldn't be the deja vu case. Most of the time, we year in, year out, we're seeing the same thing. Should be something very abnormal happening.
Yes,
like
I mean,
they're coming from the doldrums to become the champions of Africa.
Yes,
it is.
There's so many beautiful personal stories, because even in the semi-finals, Victor Osimhen was telling the story of being sick and not traveling with the team and traveling by road to represent the country. 4 hours by road to represent the country. And when you hear things, little stories like that, you can see that what we could draw out of this Nations Cup is also for Africans around the world. Whatever you do personally, you can't give up.
Yeah, we can't give it. But true, and also we have to salute the LOC, Cocan, the organizing committee of this Afcon in Cote d'Ivoire. So beautiful stadium, in Bouaké, 2 stadiums in Abidjan, and Yamoussoukro and San Pedro. And the stadium in San Pedro is named after Laurent Pokou, the man who scored in the 90s. He's one of the top scorers of the history of the Afcon. And when we see dignitaries coming from all the way from Switzerland at the FIFA quarters, it means a lot actually for the development of the game locally.
Oh, this is beautiful. We could see the dignitaries walking down to hand in the trophies, and really, I think it is fair to see like the teams that came in the first 3. I think it's a fair result. I think Cote d'Ivoire at some stage showed that they were the best team in the tournament. Nigeria didn't have the best of performances in the last 2 rounds, but they were getting the result, and their defense was rock solid. Them coming the second best team in the tournament, I think that is fair.
It's a huge achievement.
I could replace but Bafana were amazing too.
Yeah, that's what.
Were they the third best or second best? He said it all
by saying that PSL for me it should be a model that should be implemented elsewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I'm an advocate of national teams having local-based players that are forming the backbone of the national team. So you can import some 2 or 3 players there. The South African model is worthy to be copied everywhere else in Africa.
No, absolutely. I mean, you look in general, for me, I have no complaint whatsoever with the tournament. Yes. I think well organized. The players really came to the party. And it's very hard to single out certain players on teams.
Yes.
I think most of the teams really came in and played the team. They were just very organized. You
sorry to cut you short there because we ran out of time. But I need to thank the following people because this has been incredible. I need to thank you, the viewers, because you've been engaging us, sending us messages, making us laugh on set. We love you guys so much. I need to thank all the hosts, Mr. Sizwe, Mabena Umpo, Mr. Christoph Bongo, the analyst Timothy, Junior. Junior's going to get a Cape Verdean wife, definitely, by the look of things. Umpo, thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Brian, Jeff. Hey, actually, we're not getting the title right. President Jeff Katala. Future. The analysis of the game. Thank you so much for that. And Mr. Lufuno, Mr. Kaiser Chiefs himself, you're going to be supporting Sundowns after this tournament. I can see it in his eyes. He's not going to tell us now. But after this tournament,
it's never going to happen.
8 players to the national team, you know?
And yes, the crew as well, behind the cameras. We've bet on some of the games. The guys have been telling me, no, Nigeria is going to lose tonight. Well, I have to thank the crew. All of you have been incredible behind the cameras. Red Cherry for hosting us. Fut-Afrique as well for hosting us. Ben Sherman, Palladium. And I have to thank me. The one and only Adelani.
Yeah.
You see, the Niger boy.
You were in the wrong chair today.
Yeah. He couldn't.
Yes.
That's why Nigeria lost today.
Yes, that's why they lost. I'm sure if I was on that other side, the people of Nigeria, hey, next time, Ekpelegon, and catch Fut-Afrique. Game on Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., 2 p.m. Everybody that were offering me tissues, thank you so much. After the show, well, we could talk further about what happened tonight. It has been a beautiful tournament. It has been a beautiful time spent with you, our lovely viewers. Till next time from me, Adelani, like I always say, Ninitanda Nonke Gakulu.
Mm-hmm.